Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Chelsea have won their game 2-1 against Leicester City, the first game of the Premier League after the international break, and it was quite a convincing win for Chelsea. The scoreline may not reflect it, but to be very honest with you, it was a very easy game for Chelsea, quite a simple game as well. Like, they really did not have to do that much, especially that first half. I mean, they were all over Leicester City in that first half. They could have easily they went into the second half, it was 1-0, but it could easily have been a 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. Leicester were dreadful in that first half, and the way that they conceded that first goal, I mean, I don't know what the defender was doing there. So easy for Jackson. He had about 5 chances to clear the ball away, but he was not able to. And then when he finally kicks the ball, he goes to a Chelsea player and he makes the assist, and Jackson easily slots it in the back of the net. It was a very bad goal to concede, if I'm being very honest with you. But as he said, Leicester in that first half, especially in the 30 30 to 35 minutes, the first 30 minutes, they were absolutely abysmal in the they really did not create anything. There was no communication. They were just packed back in their first in their own half. They were not able to get out of their own half. Even when they tried to kick the ball away, like that was their go-to move, try to kick the ball away to Jamie Vardy. It was not even, they were not able to get the ball to Jamie Vardy. The ball was going straight to Chelsea defenders, and they were pushing it back again to their players, and it was relentless from Chelsea. Maresca would be really happy with that performance, because they came back after an international break, and a lot of the Chelsea players, like, they came back on Thursday, so they really did not have that much time to prepare. But the way that they played, I mean, Caicedo in that midfield, he was really good. Cole Palmer had a really a quiet game, but I don't think it really mattered, because the other players really stepped up. I think they had the defensive unit was really good, and the midfield, the other players in the game, they were it was a very a quite compact performance. As I said before, they really did not get had to come out of their second year, because Leicester were dreadful. It was very easy, and as I said, they could have easily had a 3, 4, 5 goals in that first half. Only João Felix missed a couple of chances when the ball came to him during the corners. Jackson himself had a chance, he missed as well. So Enzo Fernandez had a chance, he missed as well. So like, there were a lot of chances created by Chelsea. It was a very solid and compact performance in that first half. Second half, Leicester sort of came back in. They were more up for it, in a way you could say. They fought more in that second half. They tried more, because they, in a way, they knew that they had to somehow get a goal back. It basically started from the end of the first half. The last 5-10 minutes, Leicester sort of came back. They created a couple of chances, but they were not really able to get the ball back of the net. And then the second half, as I say, they were quite better as compared to, because in the first half, in that first 30 to 35 minutes, they were nowhere in that game. Second half, they fought really well. They created a couple of good chances where I think they should have at least hit the target and try to get the equalizer, put the Chelsea keeper under a bit of pressure, but they were not really able to do it. At the corners they got from it, the set pieces, they were not able to take advantage of that. Vardy, he was completely isolated from the game. I have said this before, like, even when I did the preview for Leicester City before the season started, I thought Gary Cooper will be the first manager to get the sack, and Eric Ten Hag became that guy. But I still don't think that he's the right guy for Leicester, and the way he plays, he sets up his team, it is not really working for them, and it is showing in their league position and the performances there. You are at home, there could have been a lot of different ways that they could have played the game. They have the players to do it as well, and he's not really playing to the strengths of his players, and that shows, unfortunately. Like, sticking Jamie Vardy up top and then expecting him to do with that a long ball, and expecting him to hold the ball up and try to create something. It is Jamie Vardy, like, say 3-4 years ago, maybe he could have done that. No, but the way the age is catching up with him, it is not really working for him, and it was another game like that for him. No wonder he was really angry when he was substituted. Like, he was really pissed off. And the Leicester fans themselves, they really understand that it is not really working for the team. Second half, they tried, they really tried. Chelsea, they sort of backed off, but they still as I said, like, they really did not come out of the second half. Even though Leicester fought back, Chelsea were very calm. They really did not push the they really did not panic or anything. They just kept it calm. They had that confidence that Leicester are not really gonna hurt us, and that's what happened. Even though Leicester had a good amount of possession in the second half, and they created the chances, but they were not really threatening, and Chelsea dealt with them easily. And then they go ahead and they scored that second goal. I felt bad for the keeper. He made a good save, but on the rebound, I don't know where the defense was. Again, nowhere to be seen. Very easy goal for Chelsea. That second goal from Enzo Fernandez, and it becomes 2-0, and that was the game done and dusted. Again, as I said, it was a very simple game. Chelsea, Leicester City got the penalty in the end. It was a very soft penalty. If I'm being very honest with you, I really thought that it was not a penalty even after the VAR decision. It is very soft. Like if you are a Chelsea fan and the penalty goes against you, you are gonna be pissed. If you are a Leicester fan and that penalty gets given for Chelsea, you are gonna be pissed about it. So it's one of those when if you get it, you are gonna be happy. If you do, if it is given against you, you are gonna be absolutely pissed. And that's what that was. It ruins the clean sheet for Chelsea's defense and Sanchez, so they are going to be really pissed about it. And even then, that Jordan Ayew's penalty was not that good, if I'm being very honest. Like Sanchez got a hand to it, but they got that consolation goal. But in the end, it was a well-deserved win for Chelsea. Really did not have to try that hard because Leicester were not really on a point. Maybe the international break had to play a part in that, but that I would say they were not the good thing, for the best thing that Leicester in a way that did was that after that the 30 to 35 minutes, that the period between that 30 to 40 minutes, they made 3 or 4 really tough challenges. They got yellow cards, which were again, a couple of them could have easily have been red cards, but they made those tough challenges, and that sort of put the Chelsea players on sort of break, and they made them a bit hesitate a bit, and that sort of helped them in the second half because it was very easy going for Chelsea. So they put the physical aspect, they brought in the physical aspect, and then they sort of helped Leicester in that second half, because if they would have not done that, it was going very easy for Chelsea. It's a shame that they could have done that quite early, if that they had made those tackles early on in the first 5 to 10 minutes and maybe gotten a yellow card here or there. Maybe the game could have gone differently, but I really don't think so, because Chelsea could have up the ante themselves with what was happening. Overall, a really good game for Chelsea. They now have a daylight between them and Arsenal, who are playing in like 10 minutes from now, and I really hope that we win the game as well. And they have gotten close to City, they have gotten close to Liverpool. The question mark is still there, are Chelsea in the title challenge or not? We'll see what happens, but for now, the first game after the international break, great performance from Chelsea, and a huge 3 points. Leicester, of course, they were at home, they lost the game, it is gonna hurt, but in a way you could say it was expected that Leicester were gonna lose, so I don't think they are gonna worry that much. The only thing that they have to worry about is that performance in that first 30 to 35 minutes. You really cannot afford to have performances like this. You cannot afford to be in your half. The first half position was 89 to 11%. That is not really acceptable. It doesn't matter what your position is on the table, that is not really acceptable for a Premier League team. Now for a championship team as well, it doesn't really bought well for you or the fans. It was quite embarrassing, if I'm being very honest with you, how they were not really able to get the ball out of that half. So overall, a great day for Chelsea, not a great day for Steve Cooper and his men. That's it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Chelsea's dominance in that first half, and how do you think they are in the title race or not? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of this year. That is our goal, so please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and help us in reaching to 500 subscribers before the year ends. So yeah, that is it. Subscribe to the channel, and until next time, which I think is going to be in a few hours because Arsenal are playing, and of course I'm going to review that game as well. So yeah, until next time, bye bye.